What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. The 14th December edition of Saturday night's main event has entered the history books, but the show proved that there's always rooms for some fails and some botches, whether they're on TV or PLEs. Join us now as we look at moments that weren't supposed to happen at WWE Saturday night's main event. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Io drops out of the sky. Io Sky is familiar with top rope maneuvers so much that fans can take it for granted that she'll land every one without fail. Unfortunately, tonight was the exception as Io went to the top rope only to appear to lose her balance and fall off. Although she landed on her feet, it was an obvious error. The good news is that she didn't appear to land wrong, and Liv Morgan, to her credit, followed up with a codebreaker to keep fans' attention on the in-ring action rather than Sky's slip-up. Liv's save is a reminder of how she's not complacent as a champion and that she continues to work to improve her in-ring game. Being able to follow up after an opponent makes a mistake is a great sign of a true professional, and while there have been valid criticisms of Morgan's smoothness in working her matches, this is a major achievement. Now, one factor that may have contributed to the various mistakes at tonight's show was that the WWE had to fit 5 matches into a 2-hour show with commercials. While the WWE did an adequate job with time management, there was no way it could have any match run long. While every WWE superstar did a good job working a shorter style match, as opposed to longer matches they often work on PLEs, this probably caused several of the mistakes tonight, including this one. Sky slugs Liv. Liv Morgan had a rough night tonight, fending off a fierce challenge from former women's champion Io Sky. However, it looks like Morgan may have paid a heavy price physically, as the video is already making the rounds showing Io Sky delivering a knee directly into Morgan's face. Now, it appears that there was actually blood after this contact, as Morgan was definitely sporting a bloody nose after the match. Of course, accidents like this can happen in any match, regardless of whether it's a PLE or just a normal show on television. Damian drops in. Should Damian Priest consider removing dives over the top rope from his arsenal? The Archer of Infamy has a great moveset, but diving over the top rope has proven problematic, as seen during Damian's match against Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, when Priest dove out of the ring only to get his foot stuck right in the ropes. Tonight's blunder wasn't as bad, but it was still noticeable, with Priest jumping out after Gunther and nearly missing his target. It's not uncommon for wrestlers to change their style as they do get older, and while Priest isn't ready for early retirement, he may want to put his top rope moves on hold until he can figure out if he's doing something wrong or whether his body isn't up to doing this regularly. While watching Priest do high spots is exciting, watching them fail them isn't. Priest has a promising career ahead of him, but it's not if he's seriously injured flopping where he shouldn't be flipping. Whoever is producing Priest's matches needs to sit down with him and figure out a solution to this big problem. Gunther almost loses, and depending on how you look at it, tonight's World Heavyweight Championship match nearly ended in Finn Balor accidentally pinning Gunther. At one point, Balor had Gunther done for a certain 3 count, but Damian Priest made a last-second save, breaking up the pin. However, if fans look closely at the moment when Priest stops Balor, it's clear that Damian's timing was off, and rather than pulling Balor off or striking him, he tagged him like he was playing a game of hide-and-seek. As we've seen and will see, there was a sense throughout the show that everyone was running behind schedule, which made for some sloppy spots and more mistakes than you normally see, especially when you consider everyone working tonight except Chelsea and Misha have main evented. While it's likely that Gunther or the referee would have called an audible, there's no guarantees in wrestling, and the WWE would have the proverbial egg on its face had Gunther accidentally lost the title to Finn Balor. Misha's mistakes.
Misha looking for the feet again. Didn't get all of it. She didn't get all of it.
And Misha has benefited from a push over the last few weeks, but watching her semi-finals and finals matches in the Women's US Championship Tournament, it's questionable whether someone better should have taken her spot. Misha made a major mistake on SmackDown when she wrestled Tiffany Stratton, no-selling Stratton's moonsault like she was Hulk Hogan no-selling an opponent's finisher. Okay, probably not that bad, but it still created a bad look. Tonight, Misha looked sloppy at times, and Chelsea Green had to cover for her at different points in the match. While a champion needs to cover for a less talented opponent's shortcomings, Misha did no one any favors, as it looked like she didn't have any contact at all. Now, we don't want to sound too harsh, as it's possible Misha was working through an injury or illness, but it was difficult to watch the match without noticing her mistakes. And Michael Cole forgets he's on national television, A Saturday night's main event was a milestone show for WWE, but apparently announcer Michael Cole forgot how to deal with a live microphone during a commercial break. Cole gave some suggestions about how to frame the match when it returned from commercial, including talking about Kevin Owens' aggressiveness against Cody. The idea of Cole, a veteran announcer with decades of experience providing pointers for Jesse Ventura, who's been out of the announce booth for decades, made sense. Unfortunately, Cole looked like anything but a professional as he carried on during the commercial break, which was a picture-in-picture style presentation. At least Cole didn't say anything to land him in hot water, but fans have seen sports figures, politicians, and entertainers say a lot worse than what Cole did, but Cole's reputation as a world-class wrestling announcer made it seem so out of character for him. A Saturday night's main event was the first time the WWE has run this special in many years, so it deserves some slack, especially since it seemed to be battling the clock and usually coming up short. While no show goes without any noticeable mistakes, tonight's show featured several and, more importantly, they were by veterans. Yeah, veterans make mistakes, but tonight seems like the majority could have been avoided if the WWE had planned things out and managed its time better. As we noted in our recap, the return show wasn't perfect, but it provides a big learning opportunity for WWE, and the company has another month before putting on another event. But there you have it folks, moments that weren't supposed to happen at Saturday night's main event. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.